Hey, what's up? This is Mike.
This is Dan from Disturbed, and you're watching Music Universe video channel. With this day and age, with the economy and how tough things have been lately, we've thought it would be better to team up with another heavyweight like ourselves and get Korn on the bill, and we'll flip-flop the shows, and we thought it would be bringing a bigger show to the fans. Instead of us going out separately and doing our own things, we wanted to get together and hit some markets that normally wouldn't see a show this size. We hit a lot of B markets in the States, just in the outskirts, you know. So we hit a few majors along the way, but we thought that we'd hit some of these B markets that normally those fans would have to travel a long way to see a show like that. We went to them, and then this is our first time bringing something of this size into Canada, you know, and bringing the production that we're bringing is a whole new level. It's something that our Canadian fans have never seen from us, so we're excited to be able to bring that. Yeah, I mean, each time when we are putting together the tour, we try to pick bands that, first of all, that we're fans of. We try to pick bands that we feel, you know, there may be newer bands that have something to offer as well. In the early days of it, of having a band like, you know, Drowning Pool, right when Let the Bodies Hit the Floor was their big hit, we were grabbing them before anybody really even knew that song, or when it first came out. And bands like Chevelle, and then you know, Stone Sour, Lacuna Coil. So it's a lot of bands that we've have friendships with and that we feel that add value to the tour. And then up to this point, I mean, this last lineup of having Korn co-headlining and having Seven Dust and In This Moment and Stillwell all on the bill, it was a pretty massive bill. It just, you know, big turnouts and great reactions. So I think it's a win-win situation. You know, we bring a powerful bill there, the energy's there, and the fans see, you know, 5 great bands.
He wakes again alone, still a prisoner in his home, ready to allow.
Well, we pretty much started off the first date. I don't even know if we just flipped a coin, and whoever went first that night went first, and then the next night the other guy flip-flopped. So we just take turns every night. It's not really about competition. It's about us joining forces, and it's a pretty even thing, and you know, we just take turns. We're good friends with these guys. We have a lot of respect for them, and they have a lot of respect for us.
I am the warrior, so decide now.
It's too late because we're coming to the end of the tour. We only have 2 more shows after this for Music as a Weapon. I mean, so I mean, besides anybody's own personal video footage that's been posted on YouTube, or I know Korn's got a guy who films a lot with them, and we have a guy that comes out, and Casey will film some stuff, but it wasn't professionally shot for the purpose of putting out a DVD, you know. But I mean, it's something that we always try to get as much footage as we can, and you never know where it may be seen. So we'll do tour diaries, and you may see something, you know, clips from certain cities of just us passing through.
Is there any hope we'll survive? Still, we ravage the world and
we've just grown over the years. I think just being on tour and becoming tighter on stage and knowing each other over the years, we've all become better players. We all push each other when we're writing. I mean, some of the stuff's complex, but it's just an evolution of the band. You know, we're not trying to make things complicated for the purpose of being complicated. We just try to push ourselves in areas that we may not have gone before. And there's always going to be that signature sound because, you know, Mike plays the way he plays. I write the way I write. David, you know, sings the way he sings. So there's always going to be that identity within the band. We're just always going to say, hey, you know, let's try to do something different here or different there, just so we're not rehashing old ideas. I think that's a great compliment that we get a lot, is the second that people hear, you know, a musical part open up, or the second David opens up his mouth and starts singing, that you could tell it's Disturbed. No matter what the, you know, the vibe of that song is, whether it's a more mid-tempo or a softer song or whatever the case may be. There's just an identity to our playing. I think when we're all four of us, you know, put our stamp on it, there's a signature sound there.
Well, the touring environment isn't an easy environment to get along with everybody. You're in close quarters, in a dressing room or on a bus. You spend a lot of hours together, so you really have to like each other, and you really have to respect each other. I mean, we've done that from day one. We're very close. We're like a family. We're brothers. On off days on the road, or even when we're home not touring together, we'll call each other up and go to dinner or go hang out or something. We like each other.
Yeah.
It's easy.
I think a lot of bands are shocked that after this long of us being together that we still enjoy each other's company. And like Mike said, last night we had a night off here in Quebec City, and we all went out to dinner together. It's like, bands are always, you know, a lot of people, like I said, are freaked out when they see us that we're not at separate tables and we're away from each other. But we respect each other. You know, like Mike said, it's a brotherhood here. And just like brothers, every now and then you might butt heads and you might disagree on something, but you would kill for each other too. You know, there's a respect there. Yeah, we did. We got in yesterday. I mean, it got pretty cold out, so we didn't do a whole lot other than dinner. But this morning, you know, we just got to the venue a little while ago, so this morning was really nice out, and the weather was a lot better today. So we were out. Some of us went out walking around, just seeing the city, and grabbed some lunch, and, you know, just enjoying and appreciating this beautiful city. You know, it's just, we wanted to do it. We thought, just like any song, when we did Shout off the first album, and we did Land of Confusion, we like taking songs that people wouldn't expect us to do. And, you know, in our minds, I mean, we could take another heavy metal band and try to cover that. And a lot of that, you know, we don't like to go in that direction either, because we're usually fans of those bands. We're fans of heavy metal. And no disrespect to these bands, were all great in their own right, but this was more of a challenging thing to take a song like Shout or Land of Confusion or the U2 song and put our stamp on it and turn it into, you know, a Disturbed, you know, song. So it was just a matter of just doing it just for our own pleasure of the challenge of doing that.
You know, we do it in every city. It's just a way of us to give back to the fans and thank them for their support. Obviously we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. So ultimately, they're the reason we're here. So any chance we get to interact with them, whether through it's a meet and greet or websites or out by the buses, wherever it is, we're always signing autographs and shaking hands, and we're just happy to meet our fans.
We're very appreciative. I mean, and I'm not pointing fingers at other bands, but, you know, certain bands get to a certain level and they feel like they don't have to do those things anymore. Mm-hmm. And sure. You know, like Mike said, we have a long career. We could feel like we can go on autopilot with it and not have to show that, but we do appreciate it because we realize that if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here 11 years into, you know, touring and making albums. So we definitely want to show our appreciation for giving us this opportunity to do this.